Do you guys feel like you use social media too much? Yeah, that's why there's algorithms, because they want you to keep scrolling forever and ever and ever and ever and lose hours of your life on Instagram. Welcome to my channel, everybody. If you guys have Netflix, you might have already seen the movie The Social Dilemma. It's a documentary. It's all about the danger of social media use. If you're like me, ever since quarantine happened and everything like that, your social media use as well as Netflix use, TV, news watching has probably increased. And if you guys don't already know, social media exposure is highly correlated with mental health illness. Ever since it began in 2010, I think it got onto mobile. Suicide went up 150% in teenage girls. If you guys haven't seen The Social Dilemma on Netflix, let me tell you, please, right after this video, go watch it. Your mind will be blown. You will be like, wow, I'm throwing out my cell phone. I'm gonna include a video in this video of the moment right after I watched The Social Dilemma. Wow, what are my kids gonna be growing up in if we don't fix it already? I mean, there is no ethics in social media, how they code social media. Finally, this documentary solidified the fact to me that we are more depressed and anxious because of social media. We are so attached to likes and views, advertising our content, and oh, now the Instagram algorithm is this and that. So don't forget to share, send it, like, comment. It doesn't cost anything. Trump is a racist. Biden is a rapist. People talking about, oh, look at what gender reveal parties have done. Look, it's wildfires. Gender isn't real. Gender reveal parties are crazy. They're messed up. Your child doesn't know what they are. I just noticed I have my freaking Instagram likes open. I don't even know why. Something that I realized with this phone is that it does have something that tracks your social media use, and it tells you how much time you spend on certain apps. You could set a time for specific apps. So much time you could be using to spend with your kids, with your loved ones, with your grandparents, with nature, working on yourself. I honestly don't even enjoy Instagram anymore. I haven't for a while. There's so much stupid stuff people post nowadays. Since my average is an hour and a half, I'm gonna set an hour, but that's a lot of time. I'm gonna put 30 minutes. The infinite scroll, the guy that invented that quit from his job, and now he's just talking about the ethics of social media and that there basically is none. They're just trying to monetize. I think it's important for everyone to be aware of that. So if you hear a lot of your friends talking about that they're dealing with the depression and anxiety, and you're just hearing it from everybody, just so you know, that's not normal. When I was growing up in high school, that wasn't typical of everyone to be talking about that. But the generation that's in high school now, everybody talks about depression and anxiety. Just try deleting all your apps for a month and you will see the difference. Let me just tell you the positives of social media, right? It reunites family. Literally, that's what happened with us. We used Ancestry DNA and actually found a family member of Chris's on Facebook. So if it wasn't for Facebook, we probably wouldn't have found them. Organ donors, you can post your GoFundMe if you really need money, if someone died in your family. Of course, there's great things that bring people together on social media. Everything in the news is like, oh, we're alone together, right? That we could still talk to each other on social media, write to each other, we could still call each other, FaceTime, whatever it is. Let me tell you about the negatives. Have you ever noticed that we're called users of social media? There's users of crack cocaine. Why are we users of social media? You guys are probably like, okay, you're overreacting. What are you talking about? We're users. But how do you feel when you leave your phone somewhere and you can't find it? that instant gratification is a huge issue, and social media has easily given that to us. That feeling, that rush when you refresh and something new pops up. You know, it's instant gratification. We instantly get what we want to see. A big part of social media that's become a huge problem is the political polarization that is created. If you watch The Social Dilemma, it'll show you how Republicans and Democrats were like here, right? And this was the middle where people were kind of like unsure where they fall into mostly. Now, if you look at it, Republicans and Democrats are all the way over here, and this is the middle ground. It's just not right to think every Republican is a radical racist, hates immigrants, and then to think every single Democrat is a radical hippie. News spreads 6 times faster on social media than it does through the literal news source. I need some water. If you don't already have a Hydro Flask, you should get one. You're gonna drink so much water. Do you ever notice you pick up your phone, right? And then you're scrolling, and you look at the clock, 30 minutes just pass by and you're just like, I don't get it. Just in case you're too lazy to watch The Social Dilemma, let me give you guys a quick run through of what exactly it is. The people that are basically talking in this whole documentary are ex-employees of companies like Facebook, Google, Instagram, Pinterest that want to come forward and say, hey, look, it's basically coded in a way to see how much time can they get out of us, how much time could they keep you scrolling. The longer they could get you on there, the better. That's how they make money, because that's how you see more ads. No matter how far you scroll, when you're all done with your feed on Instagram, now you're gonna see random reels of your friends as well as random people on Instagram. There's always gonna be cool new stuff that you're interested in that Instagram already knows you're interested in, because they take exact amounts of engagement time of how long you look at a picture. Literally on Instagram, the freaking AI notes how long you're engaged in a picture. Do you zoom into a picture? Do you go back and forth? Do you read the caption? Do you look at the comments of the picture? It literally tracks. What are you looking at? The people that coded social media, they created this AI, this artificial intelligence, so it can learn about each user and figure out, what do I present this user with? What do they want to look at? Yeah, that's why there's algorithms, because they want you to keep scrolling forever and ever and ever and ever and lose hours of your life on Instagram. I think one of the craziest things is that the AI has a literal model called the ocean model, and it basically classifies each user as an extrovert, introvert, how agreeable you are. From that, they know which ads to give you. So then in turn, you can click on them, and then they monetize their platform because you clicked on the ad, and you might or might not buy something from that ad that you clicked on. You know that refresh thing I talked about? When you refresh the page, it always put something new for you to look at. That's called positive intermittent reinforcement. It reinforces you to keep on refreshing it, keep on scrolling, because every time you do that, something new is gonna pop up, and something new is gonna excite you, you know, make you want to buy something in that picture. Whoever the influencer is, or your friend that has something new, it persuades you to buy it. It looks nice. You know how people, I mean, I do it too. These apps that we use literally have growth hacking employees. Their literal job is to make the app more persuasive, make you want to scroll more, spend more time on it. Where do we draw the line of we're spending too much time on these apps, we're giving too much life away to these apps? That's where we're heading to, that everyone's just on their phones. I mean, have you been to people's houses? Everyone's on their phones. I've said this so many times. We'll go over someone's house, or we'll go somewhere and everyone's on their phones, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, wow, everyone's on their technology. It's funny, but it's honestly sad. The takeaway from this is to pay attention how much time you give away to social media. 30 minutes that I have of a limit on my Instagram, I break that almost every single day, as in I keep scrolling and it tells you 1 minute left, you know, whatever, 10 minutes left, and I'm just like, ugh. And it makes me anxious to know that there's a limit, but I'd rather I get anxious of the limit than me spending over 30 minutes on Instagram. Think about in a month's time, how much time do I spend on Instagram? 30 minutes times 30 days, you know what I mean? That's extreme. Don't feel completely fooled, because the people on this documentary, The Social Dilemma on Netflix, they themselves talk about, hey, I developed this code for the infinite scroll. I developed Pinterest, and for it to be alluring, capturing, they hide in the closet, check their emails, you know, they just can't get off their phone. And even the guy was talking about, even though he programmed the infinite scroll, he had to program it again on his specific phone so he doesn't keep on scrolling. It really is so sad, and you just have to be aware of, how does this app make me feel? How do I feel after I use it? If you can't really get yourself to get off the app, then make sure you're having a positive experience, as in follow only people you actually get positivity from or get a feeling of connectedness through, not this feeling of jealousy or, oh, that's annoying, I don't want to see that content. You know, just be aware of how you feel after viewing someone's profile. A huge tip I just used, I deleted like 100 people I'm following. Would you pay 5 cents to see each post that this person posts? And if not, if you wouldn't pay to see this person's post, then just unfollow them. Why are they even there? Don't feel completely bad. You know, we're not just all fooled by this, and these creators, programmers are just fooling all of us. No, they're into it themselves, and you know, they feel guilty too. So don't feel completely crazy, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Do you guys feel like you use social media too much? Put in the comments, how much do you guys estimate you use social media per day? I'm so curious, because I feel like I normally would use it over an hour, and that's just way too much time. So tell me how much time you guys think, so I don't feel so horrible about myself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.